other day. I've been angling around trying to get everything set up. And like I can't ever get fully situated in this car, in this seat in the car. And so like my head's always dangling off the roof of this thing now. Like, let's put this up. There we go. I got a little bit more room. My hair looks nice today. I don't get a chance to look at myself. I'm like, get down and get out. All right. Anyway, so here we are doing a live chat from the carpool lane. Not much going on today, except that I am about 8 cars farther back than I usually am, which stinks because I had to go and do some things before I came here. And today, after we pick up Parker, we're going to pick up some mums. So Sophia is a cheerleader, and one of the cheerleading fundraisers was to do mum sales. And it is fall, and now the leaves are starting to turn colors, and it is beautiful. So we're going to go get some mums to decorate our porch and our patio, and yeah, that's what we got. So that's what we're doing today. Welcome to the live stream. I'm trying to think of anything major. Oh, so I know what happened yesterday. That was pretty big. Did we talk about this though? Because what was going on during the thing? So it was the Facebook, Instagram meltdown, like social media disaster. Uh, like people really been out of shape, and that's what happened. Like Facebook owns Instagram now, so if one goes down, if they're on the same server, I heard it's pretty bad. So I heard a couple things happened. I heard that they people were being directed to casinos when they tried to log in, which I mean I would have been like, oh cool, all right, great, let's play. No, I'm kidding. And then I also heard that part of the scripting that they write for Facebook and for Instagram was removed, and so or part of the coding. So that was something that happened also. That made it a little bit more difficult to use. But I guess it came on about 7:30, 8 o'clock. But all the rage. If you want to know about what was going on, check out Twitter because then Twitter was like, hey everyone, because everybody stopped using Facebook and Instagram for a minute and went to Twitter because they needed updates on something. And so Twitter, took advantage of that, and I think I did too. And why not? I got a couple followers out of it, so it was fun. Like there was a lot going on there, a lot of discussions, and I think if you check any of the hashtags that say Facebook down, Instagram down, you're going to see some funny memes, you're going to see some funny tweets, and yeah, I don't think Mr. Zuckerberg was too happy yesterday. Anyway, that's what we're doing. That's what we got going on today. It's kind of cloudy here, so hopefully I didn't even put a paper or pamphlet above the phone today because the sun, like the windshield is cold, the deck or the dash is cool. I got some cool air blowing in here, so hopefully overheating is not a problem for the phone. I did get my iPhone 13. I need to switch over to it. I'm just afraid to use it because I don't have a case for it yet, and I know I'm being picky about it. I don't know why. I don't want to use it though until I have my case. So because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it or I'm going to scratch it or one or the other thing. So that's not what I want. Oh. Sorry to whoever just came on and you had to catch me just yawning. I'm not boring. I mean, maybe I am boring, but whatever. I'm trying to kill the time here. Let's see what else is going on today. Today's Tuesday. There really isn't a whole heck of a lot going on. It's been pretty quiet, especially because that whole shutdown happened. In Hershey, we had the second episode of Hershey's After Dark on Chocolate Meltdown on Food Network. That was last night. That was a lot of fun. So last night the challenge was alien sci-fi. So the artist had to make something with candy that looked like aliens and crazy whatever. I felt very badly for. It always seems like there's like one person that doesn't get to execute their thing the way they wanted it to, and so they fall behind a little bit and they get frustrated. And I felt bad for the girls that happened to last night. She had a pretty good design and it was lots of fun. She just ran out of time because some other things took too much. So hey, it happens. And then excuse me. And then the other guy that was there made this beautiful cake type thing, or cake, like a tree design type thing. And right as they were talking about it, part of it fell off and shattered on the floor. Oh my god! So the lady that won, she made it was like an alien abduction, and there was like a little person, and then there was like a big orange alien, and she actually did something really cool, which was took the Reese's Pieces and pushed it into the alien's skin, and then like glossed over him. so then they looked like bumps on his skin, which I thought was pretty neat. Very creative. Those people who make that stuff and do those shows and those kind of competitions, like wow, there's some real talent there. It's pretty amazing. Um, so that was on last night, 10 o'clock. Uh, we watched that, and then pretty much that was it. We went to bed. Tonight is I don't know if you guys watched it, but on NBC there was a show called La Brea. It's about um, these people in LA. Oh, oh, I really am so tired. I woke up at 4 o'clock and I couldn't go back to sleep. So it's been happening like every day. I don't know what's going on, but I should just maybe it's like God trying to tell me to use my time more wisely. I think I need to start just getting up and just doing stuff instead of just like laying there and trying to go back to sleep. Um, anyway, the show called La Brea is about these people who like this big sinkhole opens up in the middle of LA, and all these people in buildings and cars and everything fall into the sinkhole, but they actually don't fall into a hole. I mean, they fall into a hole, but there's actually like a dimension warp field, warp speed, warp zone, whatever, at the bottom of it. So when they fall through that, then they actually land in another Earth type place. Um, and then like you start to get little clues. So the first thing that the people who survived the fall into the thing, which seemed like pretty many people survived it. Now they have to like um, survive in the wilderness. So uh, these people, the first thing that they encountered some wolves were coming after them, and whatever. And hi Corey, how you doing? Um, and so that was it. And then at the very end of the first episode, there was a saber-toothed tiger, which was weird. So now you're kind of getting a little bit more clues, and like of course the government already knows about the La Brea field thing, but they have to act like they don't. And there's a guy on the surface who has premonitions and feelings about like he could see his family in there, and it's weird. I don't know, all kinds of weird things. But it was interesting enough that I think I would watch it tonight now to find out what's going on. So that's on tonight at 9. So we'll be checking that out as well. Oh, I just realized because I'm looking at the camera whenever I'm talking, but do you close your eyes when you yawn? I just realized that I close one eye when I yawn, and this I close this one, but not this one. So weird. Um, I'm really searching for something to talk about today. I was thinking about what I could talk about, and I still do have a little bit of time. Uh, Today, it just reminded me when I was at school, was talking about something else. So let's talk about core memories. I'm gonna get a drink. So start thinking about core memories. Um, Not always. um, so I was telling a story today about how. Hold on, I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb again. I always do that. It'll be like the one time that I don't, and then it'll something will happen. I was talking today about a time that when I was in first grade. So like I'm thinking core memories. Like so, core memories like you can think all the way back to like very specific things that happened that were like really not really. I mean, I guess they're important because they were important enough for you to remember, but they probably wouldn't be too important to anyone else. I'll be attending Hershey Park in the dark October 22nd. Nice. Marvel Thrills. We may see you there. We probably will see you there because I plan to go as much as possible, but I won't say for sure that I will because every time I say that I for sure I'm going to do something, then it doesn't happen. But I hope to be there. I hope to be at Hershey Park in the dark every single day that they are open because I love it. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, core memory. So my core memory today that I was talking about was in first grade. I remember that I had a teacher. Her name was Mrs. Kuster. She was amazing. She was super sweet. She was like the one teacher that everybody wanted. She was so nice. She must have just been having a bad day because it didn't. She was never mean, never nasty, nothing. She was always sweet and kind. Um, I did make it to meet you. Yep, here I am. Whee! Uh, so in first grade, we had this day where she was just. I think she was just in a bad mood. The class was being difficult, and at one point, right before we left to go to lunch, and I guess we weren't listening when she said about cleaning up and getting ready to go. We were working on some kind of project. Anyway, she flipped off the lights. She was like, "That's it. No more talking. I don't want to hear anybody else's voices. We're getting ready to go. And me just being that ignorant jerk, whatever kind of kid, first grader, stood there at my desk and was singing Abracadabra by Steve Miller Band. Abra, abracadabra, if you know, you know. But anyway, I don't know what told me to do that, but I was singing that. And anyway, she like snapped. She was like, "Who's singing?" And after that, I stopped, and I don't think that I ever sung in class again, or anything that I was supposed to do. So that's like one of my core memories. But um, I don't know. I guess it's just something weird that stuck out, and they're often triggered by something weird, right? Like the not necessarily what you're talking about in the moment. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of core memories you guys have. It doesn't look like anybody's watching right now, so nobody's going to be able to chime in. Well, it says nobody's watching, but I think like something. If you have your profile hidden, does it say? Does it still count as a person watching, even if you choose not to have like your notifications or whatever on or those kind of things? I don't know. It seems like there's more people do watch than it actually says they're watching at the time because they like can't reveal people in secret. I don't know. I don't know. But so what's a core memory of yours? I'm trying to think what another one is. Oh, so I also had this. No, I don't want to say that one. No, that could be incriminating evidence. It's not bad. It was just something that happened in the neighborhood where I was a kid. Another core memory. I remember being at the beach when I was 5 with my dad's family, and I remember flying kites. And the kite that I had was black, and it had like yellow eyes, and it was I think it was supposed to be scary, but it wasn't. Um, but I just remember having that kite, and then always wanting to fly it when we were home. And then our neighborhood was there was trees and stuff like that in our neighborhood, so it wasn't very friendly for kites. So my dad didn't want to get it out because he didn't want to ruin it. But being at the beach and on the sand and flying the kite, I remember that. That was a lot of fun. So that's a couple of my core memories. Core memories remind me of the movie Inside Out, and Inside Out reminds me of McDonald's, and I'm sorry, no, Inside Out reminds me of Disney Pixar. Disney Pixar right now is making me think about McDonald's and all these stupid toys that I was trying to get that now I think I'm just going to give up on. I have 22 of the 50. Does anybody even know how long they're going to be running the promotion for? I mean, it seems like futile mission to like keep trying to get them, but it seems like my McDonald's here in town gets one. It seems like every day they have one specifically. I don't know if yours work like that. Like it felt like it started at first that you could go get a Happy Meal and be like, and you could say, I'm now going to buy 4 extra toys, and they would give you 4 extra, and it would all be different. But everything now is just whatever I order. If I order 2, I get double of them. So, and I guess they're not like COVID friendly, that they're saying that they don't want you to bring them back in to switch them out. Is that true? I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Anyway, so I only have about half the toys, and my mission for trying to find all of them, I think, is futile. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them and make the fun video idea that I thought that I was going to. I still really don't have time. I have been working on writing working on writing a lot. And one of the things that I wanted to see was if I am almost finished with another children's book. I have to do some pictures for it, but then it'll be done. And I'm wondering, like, do people pre-order books? Like, if I put out a pre-order, is that something that's like legit cool? I think I'm thinking of doing a pre-order with the new book, maybe coupled with one of the others, and then that just be like like it'd be like a 2-for-1 deal. You'd basically be getting the original book. Corey said she won $20 off her stepdad because he couldn't spell Mississippi. Nice. That's It's something you remember though, right? It's silly, but hey, you got $20 out of the deal. That's funny. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna work on finishing up some books. I have 2 children's books. You're 8. Yeah. I mean, it could have happened last week. Those things happen too, right? Um, I have 2 books that fall in line with the Pig and Penguin series. that are near completion. I have a Pig and Penguin poetry book that I have all of the writing done for. I have to do a little bit more. I have to do like drawings and putting it together. I want to kind of make it like the Pig and Penguin poetry book. I have so many ideas. Like I think that's what bothers me, and that's what makes me think like, is there a real diagnosed problem where you have like an incredible amount of ideas and can't like fully execute any of them? Like every day I turn around, I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. I like have like amazing ideas of things that I could be doing, but I just don't get them done, and it's bothersome, really bothersome. Anyway, back to the see, like I like jump on tangents too when I'm talking. So back to pre-ordering. I think that I'm going to start a pre-order sale, and I mean people pre-order like music, right? So you could pre-order books, right? I don't know. It's just it stinks because you have to buy the barcode and all those things and the copyrights and all that stuff that have to go with it, which is a pain and which what takes it up takes makes it take longer. But I'm thinking if I pair it up with the deal of like, Pig and Penguin Party Playing Problems and then the new one, then maybe more people will get it. I also think I'm changing the cover for the first Pig and Penguin book. I think I'm going to give it a new cover. The first one I picked, I like had the idea in my mind, and then it just like to me in my mind it seemed like it was a good idea, but I'm not so sure that it was. So I'm going to change it and make it a little bit more interesting and creative toward the story. Um, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. So I have those. I have a lot of children's books things in the work. I'm thinking of starting a Pig and Penguins premiere YouTube channel where I'm gonna read the Pig and Penguin stories, and then like there's like educational elements I could do with it. So since there are a lot of stories that all deal with the same letter um, words like alliteration and consonants, I could make them into just like learning tools, like Pig and Penguins, p words, and then it would just show pictures of like pineapple, and then that kind of thing. So for like toddlers, you know what I mean, like that sort of stuff. So, um, and then I could do that with the whole little. I would have a whole Pig and Penguin universe of YouTube videos of just reading the stories, and like I do have the drawings because I made the drawings, so I could kind of uh, make little storylines out of them, and then maybe just adjust them slightly here and there, just to like give a little mini animation. I'm not talking anything super high tech here. Again, this all takes forever to do at the same time. So, but yeah, so that's where I'm at. Novels wise, I found an old hard drive that I was looking for since we moved back from here to Florida to back, and it has a lot of writing stuff on it, like a lot of writing stuff. So I found a file that I started of all the poetry I'd ever done since high school to now, and I found a couple documents of storylines that I had started that I could further develop it in. And I'm glad that I wrote them down because that's where this is, right? Like if you don't write this stuff down, then you don't have it that you can reflect on it and go back and to work on it. So I have been looking back at that stuff and seeing what I can do as well. So I just think there's so much that I could be doing writing wise, and then of course I'm working on the content writing online as like a career choice type thing. Um, we'll see. Got a couple connections. I hope some things work out. I'd really like to help some other people out with their stuff, resume writing, content writing, that sort of thing. Hope to get it all rolling really, really, really soon. But anyway, so well, all right. I know I was a little late today, so I have to stop a little bit early today. It's like 19 minutes, so by the time I wrap this up, it'll be 20 minutes anyway. There's not too much going on in Hershey this week because Hershey's in Park in the Dark will start the 15th of October, so not too much going on. Maybe I will go to the Story or the zoo or back to Chocolate World again. I'm still seeing what's going on with the Squishables thing. I haven't seen any more, and I haven't heard about them anymore, so I think they might be done. I'm really kind of disappointed. There's always eBay, but those people are pirates. So I don't want to be a pirate. I want to be an eBay pirate. But oh well. All right, guys. I'm feeling my phone. It is my phone. I guess it's a little bit warm, but it's not as bad as sitting in the sun. So it looks like it's going to make it through a temperature check today. Woohoo! Yeah, and then I'll go and get rid of it and get the 13. Then the 13 will sit here and fry in the sun. Annoying. All right. Okay, well, here we are. I made it to 19 minutes and 55 seconds. I will just cross the 20-minute line at the end of this. Thank you for coming out to watch today, and we'll see you again tomorrow in the carpool lane. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. See ya.